tokenomics, or some of the tokenomics for the block cycle token, so people can know how this is going to work. Okay. All right, got that going. All right, so wealthy rising, everybody. Appreciate y'all for coming to the morning come up, giving me a little bit of your time so I can explain some things. The first thing that I want to explain and share, for those who know, on April 24th, we will be launching the block cycle token, which will allow anybody in DeFi to have access to this token. So anybody can buy or sell this token starting on April 24th. Now, prior to April 24th, anyone that is affiliated, associated, following block cycle. So if you're in the class, have access to the class, you're going to be getting paid just for that fact. You're going to earn money just for being inside of this class. That's one thing. If you have an NFT or NFD, a domain name from class, those are going to be another ways that you can actually earn some of this token for free. Right? So if you have a block cycle segment, we will be doing an airdrop for everyone that has a block cycle segment. Also, I want to highlight using a domain name, a Web3 domain name. It gives you a Web3 identity, whether it's for an individual, a business, or any type of organization. This basically allows you to create an identity for the blockchain. So this is Block Cycle's domain. And with NF domains, you're able to create segments. All right. So all of these people here, they own a segment, a piece of Block Cycle. So basically, this is one of the ways we're going to easily be able to do our airdrops. You must have this segment in order to get the airdrops the easiest way. Because as long as you got Block Cycle in your name, you're going to get a piece of the pie. All right. I don't go there yet. So, there's 24 million total tokens, 24 million circulating supply, but they're all in one place, only inside of the Block Cycle wallet. For those who may have any concerns over the freeze and clawback, like I said, those will be removed once all of the Block Cycle tokens are distributed. That's it, right? We'll go in there and we'll turn off the freeze. We'll turn off the clawback. Freeze allows me or any of the team to freeze the coin inside your wallet so you can't send or swap it out. It has to stay stuck there. Clawback allows for myself or the team to take the token back from a wallet that we may believe shouldn't have it, stole it, or it got lost or sent to the wrong address. That's one of the features that allows. Most people, saying that are familiar with the technology, they don't really like the freeze and clawback. And I can see why, because it still leaves a level of trust in the, token. But in this case, I got the keys. I'm driving the car right now, so we're not worried about that. But I just want to make sure that everyone's clear on why it's on there and what it does. And I don't want to have to keep repeating myself over what the token is or how we're going to do this. That's why I'm making the videos. Website is still under construction. So if anyone wants to participate or support making this move along any faster, you can reach out to me. But I'm working on that. All right. I also want to stress what are the four motives of supply and demand that are going to affect the price of our token. So I'm going to use the wealth class token as an example because a lot of people in the class either already have wealth class token or they're familiar with what it does. I'm going to go to the daily chart. So if you have wealth class token, you should be converting your wealth class token into Block Cycle. I want to stress this right here. All right, so this is the chart for the wealth class token. The wealth class token is about 2 years. I made it about 2 years ago. And it was simply just an example, a test run on how to create your own cryptocurrency from scratch, how to create your own brand, your own ecosystem, your own assets. So I figured that out. And block cycle token is a more official version of me using that skill of knowing how to create assets. The four types of motives of supply and demand when it comes to cryptocurrency are things like holding the asset, right? If you buy an asset and you just hold it, all you have to do is wait for those little green candles, and you can collect the APY from staking. So you hold the asset and you stake it. The motive behind that is just simply to earn the APY, earn the compound interest. Another motive for people to invest in assets would be airdrops. For example, we will be doing an airdrop for block cycle token after the launch to the DEX. So after it's launched to the DEX, then we will be doing an airdrop. And I'm choosing to do it that way because there's going to be a staking period for that. And some people are going to want to sell as soon as they get their airdrops, their free tokens. And I'm perfectly okay with that. I understand how the system works. I understand the buys and sells. Some people are going to buy, some people are going to sell. Some people are going to stake it. Some people are going to add liquidity. Everybody's not going to do the same thing, and I'm okay with that. I get it. Another motive for holding a token would be community. Like if you're a part of this class, you're a part of the Facebook group. If you're somebody that I text or check up on, like because you've been supporting me and we've been participating together, then you understand how I am with community. You understand what this community is growing into. That's another thing that will hold the value and create more value for block cycle token. Now, the bread and butter that a lot of people are going to want to know, what will block cycle token be used for? What will the utility be? So the utility for block cycle token will, for one, education, which I said before, right? People are going to use block cycle token as a tool to learn Web3 and DeFi. So if they need training, they can come to block cycle token and get the training they need, the information they need to learn this stuff, right? And that's just like our first level utility, is just to learn what it is. What is block cycle? What is Algorand? What is crypto? Anyone that's involved in class should have the tools and the knowledge to be able to share those little tidbits and introduce somebody to block cycle. Now, the final utility that I'm going to add is going to be when we create the DApp. So we will be creating a block cycle DApp, which is basically a platform like Folks Finance and things like that, where you have to connect the wallet. So we will be making a platform where you have to connect the wallet in order to access the ecosystem, access the community, access the class. Like that is also in the pipeline. All right, and then I will start passing out tokens for all of those who are part of the commit. So remember, if you already have wealth class tokens, you can convert those over so you can commit and get your tokens before the launch. Anyone that commits get tokens before the launch. Then we launch, and then the segment holders will get airdrops after the launch. There's a $25 minimum commitment. All you have to do is send it to blockcycle.algo and make sure that you put launch in the notes. Am I missing anything? One more thing I want to share, because we have 24 million tokens to distribute, right? Let's just say hypothetically, so that people can kind of catch along. I'm going to use 4 million, only 4 million, to start the launch. So when I start the launch with 4 million, only 4 million will be available for us to buy and sell and send and stake. Then I'm going to use another million for staking. So that means if you bought any of the 4 million, you can stake and earn some of the other million. If you use the block cycle protocol, if you use the platform, the website, you can earn more tokens. So we won't just be giving away tokens. You'll have to earn them. You'll have to stake and use the platform, participate in class to earn these tokens. And I'm still working on getting us over the 5,000 algo minimum that we want to launch with. So if anybody else wants to help commit or support for the liquidity, let me know. And my focus is simply going to be on value accrual. Like, I just want to see the price, the value of block cycle token go up. I understand how that can happen and how we will do that. Focusing on deflation, which is basically not making the token so oversaturated that it loses value. So we will be putting a buyback inside of the token at some point. So just be on the lookout for that. So once the price goes up, we'll buy the tokens back from the people. So there won't have to be little, no issues of whether they want to sell or not. And we won't have to mess up the price because you're selling it, you're giving it back to the house instead of just pushing it to the side. Definitely plan to do a utility expansion. So right now we're going to start off with education. We're going to move on to having our own dApp. So now you'll be able to learn and earn block cycle tokens. And then you can earn block cycle tokens when you use the platform. And then we'll roll out more things as we go. If anybody has any ideas, let me know. Also, Vestige. So I'm considering using Vestige because they have these vaults. I wanted to use the launch pad here, but they got these restrictions because of the United States and stuff. So I'm not able to do that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to give an example of what we will be using Vestige for soon. So Vestige has vaults where you're able to lock up a certain amount of tokens for a certain period of time for a certain reason. You can lock up tokens in a vault to burn. You can lock tokens up to come out in intervals. What was the other one? I forget. Let me see. I forgot. But we will be using these as a part of our tokenomics. Right. We got the time release, the intervals, the halving, and the burn. So there's 4 different types. Once my team and I decide, or we all can vote, I'll put out a poll, which ones you guys feel comfortable. We will definitely be using the burn, but at what point I am not 100% sure. Definitely we'll be using the intervals, and we will be using these. I'm just not 100% sure on when the times will exactly be because I only got 24 million to work with, so I want to make sure that we work it right. That covered that. So that's the locking, the vesting, and all of that. And when I start passing out the tokens, I'll definitely be giving out like tidbits here and there during the week, and then we're going to drop the white paper video. All of the information for this token is going to be recorded on video. So if anyone is curious or needs to understand what this token is or what's going on, they can always go to my YouTube and look up block cycle token. You can go to allo.info and look up block cycle token and see what the distribution is once we launch, if anyone is interested in checking that out. So pausing right there. Anybody got any questions about anything I said? All right. So now, switching gears. If you don't got a domain, I hope you got a domain. If you have not gotten your NFT yet, you want to get your NFTs. The NFTs come with daily rewards. If you buy a block cycle NFT, it will pay rewards daily. And those are the ordinals. We have ordinals now. Let me see. Bam. So there will only be 111 of them. If you own one of these, it comes with staking rewards, right? And it's just proof that you are a part of this collection. It's proof that you support and participate in Block Cycle, and it comes with rewards, like I said. And then we will be making some more. Go ahead, Miss Kim.
Did you see, going back to the ordinals, did you see where I put a bid or offer on one of them?
Oh, you know what? Let me look at this right now. Let's check right now.
I don't even remember which one it was.
It's pending. Is this it?
No, that's not the one I did. And I did it for I did it for 111 hours though.
Right, for the regular price. So I'll double check it in a second.
Okay.
Before I go get my hair cut.
One with the blue. I selected the one with the blue. I don't see it up in there with the blue back.
Right here?
That one. That's the one I selected. Yeah. Maybe I didn't do it right. I don't know. That might be. That looks like maybe. I did one. I put 111 in there when I made that.
That one is.
Look at it later. It's fine, huh?
Okay, yeah, I'll double check it later.
Okay.
Get it right.
Okay.
And this, I want to stress something else, so that because I've been having to do like a lot of double back and checking for people. So for those who are already on Folks Finance, right here is the Explorer. So this Explorer will take you to Allo. And remember, the Explorer is a way for you to track all the transactions on the blockchain. Like right now, Allo is the blockchain. It's the Explorer. It's allowing you to explore the different assets, the different domain names, the different people, the different platforms on the blockchain. The blockchain is just a big file of information. Information is on transactions, information is on balances, on this, on that. So I just want to highlight that for transparency, for people to understand why we want to use crypto, why we want to use the blockchain, because of its transparency. Right. And I sent out a video recently of Silvio McCallie speaking at Paris Blockchain. And he basically said the exact same thing and not so many words. But this is safer, faster, and cheaper than anything that we traditionally use. So as long as that's a fact, I'll continue to share this and promote us using this for our everyday uses. Right now, so private banking questions. Anybody need private banking questions? Got private banking questions? Let me know. I really want y'all to focus on this metal blockchain because this thing gonna blow. So if y'all haven't set up y'all metal private bank, let me know so we can cover that. There is a mastermind video, a masterclass video. It's $25 if anybody out there needs the replay to it. What else are here? All right. Also, if you have Folks Finance and you have an uptrend loan and a downtrend loan, if you have two loans, now is the time for you to change that. If you have an uptrend loan and a downtrend loan, you need to change that. You need to turn it into one single loan, right? You can add all the assets to collateral and you can borrow all of the assets in one loan. This is what you need to do. You need to remove the assets from one of the loans and delete that loan so that you have one single loan that's going to prepare you for the bull run. It's going to put you in a position to be diversified and to take advantage of the market moves. Let me check on here. All right, they good. Bam. I removed my offers. Guess I have to resubmit one. Okay, Bib, just let me know when you do it and I'll double check it. All right, let's do a market check real quick. All right. Total market cap for crypto 2.5. So If you can recall when the market cap was 2.7 trillion, then that will tell you that we are still in a dip. So if I can see that I'm still in a dip, I can look at this as still an opportunity to take advantage. It doesn't matter if the market's going up or down. I can see that it's not 2.7 anymore, it's 2.5. So that $200 billion that's floating, we can take advantage of that. The fear and index greed. This is coinmarketcap.com for those who don't know or do not have this. This is where you can do some of your digging and your research on different cryptocurrencies. But the fear and greed index is something that highlights the temperature, the vibe, how people are feeling about a certain asset. And if it gets too high, you can bank that it's going to shoot back down because people are going to be, it's going to be overbought, right? There's too much buying going on. For example, Bitcoin is at 69,000 right now. It was at 75,000. So if it was at 75,000 and now it's at 69,000, that means we're in a dip, right? Because the all-time high is 75 now or so. We're in a dip, and it can go lower, but it can also go higher. Ethereum was at 4,000. Now it's at 3,400. Binance was at 400, 500. Now it's at 600. Solana was about 185, 200. I believe it hit 200. So now it's at 168. We're in a dip. It's clear as day we're in a dip. But the only way you can see these things and notice these things, you have to be invested in the market. You have to do your research. You have to know, what's going on. Otherwise, you're not able to take advantage of the market if it's going up or down. Because if you're not watching the market when it go up, you can't take profit. If you're not watching the market when it goes down, you can't take profit that way either. You can't take advantage either way because you don't know what's happening. So make sure that you set up your coinmarketcap.com, set up a watch list. It'll make it a lot easier for you to keep up with the cryptocurrencies that you are interested in. And you see, we got 7 days to the Bitcoin halving. Bitcoin halving will simply affect the supply and demand factors of Bitcoin, giving less to the people that help process the network. All right, I know that was a mouthful. Do anybody got a question? Okay, so I went over that. I think that's about it right now. We're going to be going on Tacos Market, on Dora Tacos. Let me see. All right. If you got Twitter, make sure you follow me on Twitter so that we can lock in on there. I want to bring some more of the people that are on my Facebook and my Snapchat and my TikTok. I need y'all to get on Twitter. Twitter is where we're going to be able to have a bigger impact and where we're going to be able to make more money as a group. Twitter, right? I know some people on Facebook and other places that do it, but it's nothing like it is on this platform. Right? And y'all know I'm big shit on Twitter too. So we will be setting up a block cycle Polka Gold, P Gold, and then those who have a P Gold segment. If you have a P Gold segment, you also will qualify for the airdrop as well. So all of my P Gold people out there, my diggers, y'all gonna get some of that too. All right. And before I go, I'm gonna shoot to Lofty because I just posted this yesterday from Jerry. He posted this. So Lofty, the real estate platform on Algorand, right? Where you can invest in real estate with just $50. And they have their own liquidity pool for real estate, also backed by Y Combinator, which is a tech accelerator. They invested in a lot of the companies that you already know about. So anyhow, Lofty finally reached $1 million in TVL. So TVL is total value lock. Total value lock basically means cash. It means fluid money that's available right there. So they have $1 million in TVL in their liquidity pools, which is great. I've been waiting on this number. So to see that it happened is cool. I've been watching since about maybe 300,000, 400,000. But I've been using the liquidity pools for Lofty since they started. And I'm just happy to see this platform growing and developing because I'm able to collect rental income every day. As a matter of fact, let's go over there. Also, another part of Block Cycle will be us basically buying these properties on Lofty as a group and earning the fees and the rewards as a group. So becoming part of Block Cycle kind of gives you like one foot into the real estate game. And then for me, there's no personal information required to do this. Oh, it changed it on me. There you go. That's one of the things that I love so much about blockchain and cryptocurrency. No personal information is required, no minimums to start, same day results. All right, so this was my favorite property, so I want to show y'all. And there's a few more I got to come on here and look since we bought those last few properties. I really haven't been digging on here that much. But so with the Airbnb property we got, we're basically getting 20 cents a day. 20 cents a day in rental income. Right? 20 cents a day in rental income. I would sell this one because it ain't bringing me no money, but this is the first properties I paid $36 for. I made a post about that. Trash, just straight trash. But I'll hold it. I ain't tripping on that. But this Airbnb, probably like certain properties on here that are going to be making good money. Like this is the strip mall. But either way, it doesn't matter because they also have the liquidity pools. So once you buy a property, you can collect that rental income every day. And then if you understand liquidity pool providing, every time someone buys or sells a property, you're able to benefit and collect the rewards from that. So this is what the liquidity pool looks like. So we own a few of the 88 Madison tokens, and then we're going to also be providing liquidity to that pool for that property. So anytime someone buys or sells their property token, we'll be getting a cut. All right, and I'm basically just running point on this for all of the members that wanted to participate in this, but they don't have the time to do it. They just don't want to deal with all the tedious stuff. Just holler at me. So that's Lofty, and we're actually going to be running another class on Lofty soon. So for anybody that wants to learn how to invest in real estate with $50, just hit us up for class. And before I get out of here, class 1 is $75. One-time tuition, intro to what we got going on. All of the other classes are $500. You get a discount if you've already supported or participate. And all of this information will be put inside of the Block Cycle website. And then you'll be able to do a lot of these things inside of the Block Cycle platform. And that's it for today. Any questions, comments, or concerns from anybody that's on call? Okay, if y'all got anything, just hit me. I appreciate y'all for checking me out, listening to what I had to say. And if anybody else got any questions about Block Cycle token, you can send them this video. All right, I'm out of here, y'all. Appreciate it.